Elias stood at the edge of the training field, his uniform crisp, his posture perfect. Everyone at the academy called him the Dragon Prince behind his back, not because he asked for it, but because his family name carried weight. Generations of officers, heroes, leaders. When he walked into a room, instructors straightened their ties. Other cadets stepped aside. But inside, Elias felt hollow. He couldn't battle. Not really that it wasn't that he lacked skill. He could recite military history chapter and verse. His rifle drills were textbook. But when real pressure came, when voices rose, when decisions had to be made in seconds, his mind went quiet. His body locked. During squad exercises, he'd stand frozen while others shouted orders around him. Once, during a night simulation, his entire team waited 30 seconds for a command that never came. They lost the exercise. No one blamed him aloud. They didn't have to. He saw it in their eyes afterward, the quiet disappointment. He started avoiding eye contact. He'd stay late in the library, not to study, but to escape conversation. He'd eat alone, scrolling through his phone just to look busy. The Dragon Prince wasn't breathing fire. He was slowly disappearing behind his own reputation. Then she arrived. Her name was Anya. She transferred in midway through the term from a small town most cadets had never heard of. She didn't carry a famous name. She carried a duffel bag with a frayed strap and a quiet confidence that confused people. On her first day, she tripped climbing out of the transport truck and landed hard in the gravel. Everyone expected embarrassment. Instead, she laughed a real, unguarded laugh and hauled herself up without help. "Wow," she said to no one in particular. "That's one way to make an entrance." Anya didn't try to impress anyone. She asked questions in class without worrying how they sounded. She admitted when she didn't understand something. During physical training, she wasn't the fastest or strongest, but she never quit. When she fell during an obstacle course, she got up immediately, dusted off her knees, and kept moving. No drama, no shame, just motion. Elias noticed her during a leadership lab. The instructor paired them together to plan a mock rescue operation. Elias immediately began listing protocol chapter, verse, regulation. Anya listened patiently, then pointed at the map between them. "But what if the river floods?" she asked. "Your plan puts everyone downstream." He blinked. "The scenario doesn't mention flooding. Real life doesn't give us perfect scenarios," she said simply. Then she smiled. Just the thought. That small moment stuck with him. No judgment. No attempt to show him up. Just a practical question asked with genuine curiosity. The real turning point came during winter field training. A sudden storm rolled in faster than predicted. Temperatures dropped. Wind howled across the ridge where their squad was positioned. Radios crackled with static. Their mission, simple on paper, had become dangerous. Elias was squad leader that rotation. As visibility dropped and nervous energy spread through the group, he felt the familiar freeze creeping in. His hands grew cold. His throat tightened. He stared at his map, but the lines blurred together. Seconds stretched. Faces turned toward him, waiting. Then Anya stepped beside him, not in front of the group, but close enough that only he could hear. "Hey," she said softly. "What's our one job right now?" He swallowed. I don't know." "Okay," she said, no panic in her voice. "Then let's figure it out together. Are we safe here?" He looked around. The wind bit harder. "No, we need shelter." "Good," she said. "That's step one. Not perfect. Just next." Something in him loosened. He took a breath. "Riley, Chun scout the tree line for cover. Everyone else, gear check. 2 minutes, then we move." The squad moved. Not with perfect precision, but with purpose. And Elias kept giving small, simple orders. Step by step. not trying to be brilliant, just trying to keep everyone safe. Later, huddled under a rocky overhang as snow fell thick outside, Elias sat with his arms wrapped around his knees. Anya passed him a thermos of hot chocolate she'd somehow kept warm. "You did good back there," she said. "I froze first," he admitted, the words tasting strange leaving his mouth. He'd never said anything like that aloud before. "Yeah," she said. "And then you didn't." He looked at her. "How do you do it? Not get scared?" "I get scared all the time," she said, zipping her jacket tighter. "Last week I called my mom crying because I thought I'd fail navigation. But fear's just a feeling. It doesn't get to drive the car unless I let it." She told him about growing up helping her dad fix cars in their garage. How she'd burned her hand badly once on an exhaust pipe. Cried for an hour. Then went back the next day and finished the job more carefully this time. "Strength isn't about never getting hurt," she said, steam rising from her cup into the cold air. "It's about learning how to move with the hurt." Elias had spent his whole life thinking strength meant never showing weakness. But here was someone stronger than him, and she was talking openly about crying, failing, being afraid. It didn't make her less. It made her real. Weeks passed. Elias started changing in small ways. He asked for help when he needed it. He admitted mistakes during debriefs instead of hiding them. He even started eating in the mess hall with others, actually listening to conversations instead of pretending to be busy. The Dragon Prince nickname faded. People just called him Elias now. Near the end of the term, their class ran a complex humanitarian simulation responding to a village after a disaster. Chaos everywhere. Injured civilians, limited supplies, conflicting reports. Elias was team lead. When a new problem emerged, a collapsed bridge cutting off their only exit, he didn't freeze. He gathered his team. "Okay," he said. "We can't change the bridge. So what can we change?" They adapted. They improvised. They got everyone to safety with minutes to spare. Afterward, the lead instructor pulled him aside. "That was excellent leadership, Cadet. Calm under pressure." Where did that come from? Elias thought of Anya's words in the snow. Fear doesn't get to drive the car. He smiled slightly. "I learned that strength isn't about being perfect," he said. "It's about showing up anyway." He never became the flawless warrior his family name suggested he should be. And that was okay. Because real strength wasn't in never falling. It was in the quiet courage to stand up again, and in the humility to let someone else help you up when you needed it. The Dragon Prince hadn't found fire inside himself. He'd discovered something better, the warmth of being human, imperfect, and still moving forward. And that was a battle worth winning.